Okay, I got 4, but I did not get the first one. We'll try it again after I recognize these 3 I got. I think it's Jim, Kilo Mike 6, Delta Victor Tango. Is that correct, Jim?
That's correct.
Very good. Good to have you. Okay, I also got Kilo Foxtrot 6, Alpha Golf Mike. I didn't get a name or I don't remember.
You are correct. This is KF6AGM. This is Ken from Woodland.
All right, very good. Good to have you. And, of course, we have Bob from Northmost Roseville, a slow scan stalwart. He's N6PGQ. Any more check-ins?
November 6 Hotel Alpha, Bill in Roseville. K6SQI, Sierra Quebec Yankee, Clay in Grass Valley.
All right, I got 2 more. I got another net stalwart, Bill, N6HA. Good to have you. And we got Clay back again. Welcome back, Clay. He's K6SQY. Anybody else?
Kilo Papa 4 Mike Delta.
Well, we're off to a pretty good start there. I see Carol. I haven't heard from Carol, but I see it looks like we're up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or it's starting anyway. All right, with that, I am going to begin. I'm going to begin with Jim, KM6DVT, and see if by any chance we're going to get the elusive locomotive or rolling stock with a photo here. But whatever you got is good for us, Jim, so if you are ready, you may go ahead. Right, then there it is, and I'm certain no squirrels were harmed in the taking of this photo. You know, Jim, I think, is in Grass Valley. It looks like you're hitting, or it seems like you're hitting the repeater real well from there, but maybe some pave pause interference. But nevertheless, I got good copy here. That's all I'm going to comment. I'm going to go for real commentary first to Ken, KF6AGM, and see if he got the photo.
I copied that. I got some pixelations on that, but it looks like it's Model V road.
All right, very good. Yeah, it looks like it comes through quite well on YouTube. I'm not seeing a comment column on this. I might have mine. What's wrong? Anyway, I'll fix it. Let's go to Bob in Northmost Roseville, N6PGQ, for his commentary. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, we've seen this trestle before, and the locomotive is not familiar. It's one of the newer probably EMD, or it might be a GE locomotive. Some freight cars on the back. Quite a few pixel pops here, but the image quality came through very well. N6PGQ.
All right, very good. Let's go to Bill in Roseville, N6HA. What do you got there, Bob or Bill?
Yeah, pretty good copy here. Good amount of pause interference. So little good amount of pixel pops, but I came over pretty good. I did hear doubling there. I could hear some voices. It sounds like you, Bill, and on a delay. Maybe someone's watching YouTube or transmitting by accident. So I feel like it could have been clearer if that didn't happen. But yeah, good photo. Yeah, cool train on trestles. I wonder how you make those. Are they glued together, or do you have like little brad nails? That's a lot of work. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm also wondering how far the track goes. So it's pretty neat. N6HA.
Yeah, those are questions I got too. Let's. I heard the speaking too. I don't know. It didn't sound like it was me, but who knows? It was mysterious. I'll make sure my computer mic's not on. Let's go to Clay. Clay, did you get this? And what do you have to say about it? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Clay, K6SQY, and I did get it. I got some pops. I'm super excited that Jim made it on here. That's awesome. We've been working on this for a little bit, so that's cool. Yeah, I got some pixel pops, but yeah, the repeater's a little noisy for me up here in Grass Valley, so not surprised. Image looks good, and definitely a train.
All right, very good. I got the same questions as the other Bill, so we're going to go to Jim and tell us about his locomotives. I'm interested in the build on the trestle, and remind me what the gauge is and more or less like how big those locomotives are, as best as you can explain. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, this is a Santa Fe. I think it's a GP8 or 6. I don't know if that's General Electric yet, but behind that is a freight car, and the tanker car is a Nestle's chocolate tanker car. Then right behind it, that yellow one is a Nesquik car. Then I go passenger cars after that. How I made this is in sets of 4 bits at a time on a jig on the table saw. And I actually got some tight bond glue and some small copper nails and clamped them all together, all those little pieces, one at a time. It took about 6 to 8 months to do the whole 31 feet of trestle. The whole layout is G-gauge, and it's about 130 feet. It's like a rectangle almost.
Anything more? You ended kind of abruptly.
No, I'm just saying the next picture will be some more engines. All right, back to the net. Thank you.
All right, well, I got to say, you gave us a pretty good lead into it, like with the pictures from the last couple weeks or so, so I was glad to see that. Boy, I sure would like to see that, like, in person someday. You never know. All right, so thanks for that, Jim. Very good. I really appreciate that. Before I go on, first I want to welcome YouTube visitors. I got John Opalco. He's N6NA. We've had him before. And Carol has already been doing some welcoming. We got Kayla. Good to hear you again, Kayla. And that's all I got right now for YouTube. Do I have anybody on the air that wants to check in to join the Wednesday Slow Scan TV Net? This is Bill, K6KRQ. If you'd like to join, come now. I got a carrier there, but I didn't get any voice modulation. You want to try one more time?
Too many mics in front of me. I grabbed the wrong one. Alpha India 6 Delta Golf.
There you are, Joel. I was wondering where you were at. Very good. Good to have you. You didn't happen to get hooked up in time to get this picture, did you?
Yes, earlier I keep grabbing the wrong mic, so I tried checking in with the dead air mic, and that explains why you didn't respond, because you didn't hear me. Yep, I see the trestle, the road trains, a little bit of pixelization on the image. I'm not sure what the resolution of the original is, and some pops, not too many. Excellent reception. Back to net, AS6TG.
All right. All right. Thanks, Joel. It's good to have you as usual. And I picked up Carol, who I knew was there, but are you doing all right, Carol?
Yeah, I'm using a new microphone, so it's I'm coming over the radio, but not being heard on YouTube. It's a new computer. I'm sorry, I'm using a new computer that I configured over the weekend, and there's a couple of settings that I haven't got fixed for the audio, but I'm talking over my radio microphone, so it's not coming over YouTube now. But I'm here, KP from D.
Okay, you're good. Copy here. Okay, like from here on in, I got a fairly decent crowd, so I'll do the format where I take 2 comments and then ask if there's any others. And don't be shy if when I ask for others. So that said, this is Bill, K6KRQ. We're going to go to Ken, KF6AGM, and see if he's got something and is ready to go.
I have it ready to go. I've got 1 of 2 pictures ready to go when you're ready to for me to go ahead.
All right, go ahead and send when you are ready.
Will do. Not sure what's going on here. Getting any audio on this. Let me try again. I think I'll go ahead and pass on to the next one. I'm going to have to figure out, see if I can't. I'm not hearing any audio on this. I've got my speaker hooked up to my PC that I've got hooked up.
Okay, hey, very good. Well, I'm glad to see you're making the transition from YouTube on the air, so stay with it. If you got any questions, there's some here that are fairly savvy, so but stay in it. I'll keep you in the comment rotation, unless you want me to take it out while you work on that, but stay with it. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Like I said, we're glad you're making progress. So that said, let's go to Bob in Northmost Roseville. He's N6 PGQ, and see what kind of a conversation starter he can send for us tonight. So go ahead when you're ready, Bob.
Okay, this is PD120 N6 PGQ.
All right, very good, man. I got that one good. That came through real well. All right, we're going to go with the 2x format here. We're going to start underneath Bob, and we're going to go to Bill in Roseville, N6HA. First comment on this one. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, good photo here. Maybe 1 pixel pop and a little bit of slant, but came over great. Otherwise, perfect copy. Yeah, a huge locomotive here. I sense a theme building for this this slow scan night. But yeah, it's a big engine. I don't know what it is, but I wonder where Bob was when he actually got this close to it. Looks not like the modern type, so it was just some kind of special event you went to get close to him. But pretty neat. N6HA.
All right, very good. Yeah, not the colors on it are interesting. Let's go to Clay, K6SQY, and I'm sorry. Go ahead with your comment, Clay.
All right, this is Clay, K6STV, and I received the picture very well, actually. I don't even really see any pixel pops, and that is looking pretty good. And it looks like, yeah, I think an older train with newer paint job, maybe, possibly. I'm assuming that's some kind of steam locomotive. I don't know much about it, and I'm looking forward to hearing more. But good job on the picture.
All right, very good. Any other comments on this one? It's a good one. Let's hear it.
This is Jim. It looks like the Freedom train. I think I've seen this engine in, is it San Jose or at one time?
Yeah, it looks like it's almost as big as like the big boy. Any other comments before I go to Bob?
N7ZFI.
N7ZFI, go ahead.
I have no idea how this stuff works. It's magic, but I'd like to learn someday.
All right, stay with us. Stay with it, because I was like that too. So, but we'll put you in the comment rotation if you can. Can you see them on YouTube?
Roger, that's how I'm looking at him now.
Okay, very good. Well, would you like? I'll give you a chance on it for a comment on it, and then I'll go to Bob.
Oh, I'm watching. I'm going to learn a lot, so I'll listen.
All right, very good. Okay, let's go to Bob in Northmost Roseville, N6PGQ, and I'd like to know about this and where he was. It looks like it might be maybe an older picture. I'm going to guess maybe from the bicentennial. I got a hint from that from Jim, KM6DVT, when he said that. But let's hear what Bob has to say.
Well, you guys are on the right track. In 1976, they did a consist called the Freedom Train, and they brought historic documents all the way across the country. And they used a couple of steam engines to pull the train, and they chose this one. It used to be in a park in Portland, Oregon, and they pulled it out, completely rebuilt it, painted it red, white, and blue, and it hauled the documents all the way around the country. This is the SP 4449, and it was built in 1941 by the Lima Locomotive Works in Lima, Ohio, and it was built in May of 1941, and it's my favorite locomotive. The colors are absolutely awful for that train. I'll dig a picture up and show you what it should look like. It's still in Portland in a roundhouse, in operating condition, but due to federal regulations and the fact that the axles of the train are not articulated, it's really hard to go around corners and it damages the track. So they haven't run it in probably about 10 years. We've chased that thing all the way from here to there, Washington to Southern California and across the desert. My brother even bought a 1971 Cougar convertible so we could take pictures of it. Anyway, it's a great train, N6PGQ.
I like the Cougar convertible add to that. And it's interesting, the articulation of the wheels. I have not heard of that. That's something I'll look up too. Very, very interesting. I was trying to find a train picture too for tonight, but maybe I'll be able to find it. Anyway, in the meantime, this is Bill, K6KRQ, Wednesday evening slow scan TV net. Let me see if anybody else is out there wants to check in before I go on.
November 6, Delta Victor Mike, Stewart, just got home.
All right, there's Stewart, very good. All right, I got you in the rotation there. Whether you can transmit or not, that's okay. We're glad to have you along. All right, we're going to move on to kind of delayed here. Let's go to Bill, N6AJ in Roseville also, and see what he's got for us.
Yeah, sorry to break the theme, but we could call it Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, N6AJ.
copy on that one here, and it is keeping with the theme of planes, trains, and automobiles. We're going to go to Joel this time, AI6DG, for first comment. Go ahead, Joel.
Got to keep reminding myself not to use the big mic in front of me, and got to grab the hand mic. Yeah, big monster truck, another monster truck. It looks like they got caution tape around them. I'm assuming that this is at a show, and the tape's there to keep people from not climbing on them. I mean, why does it not matter what or where? They always have to have no climbing. Between the kids and the adults, everyone's going to want to climb and take a closer look. Good reception, a fair number of pops, but not too bad. This almost looks like it's something out of Cars, because I swear that truck's got a smile on it with eyes, and it looks like it's having fun, a fun day. Back to net, AI6DG.
All right, thank you, Joel. Let's go to Carol, KP4MD, and by the way, John Opalco says he can hear you on YouTube. So go ahead if you got a comment for us.
Yeah, okay, it's KP4MD. Am I coming through on the radio now?
Yeah, good copy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I had to turn on the microphone boost for it to key the Vox on the radio. Good picture here. I have to calibrate the clock on the. There's a setting in there to calibrate SSTV for the clock in your computer. And until I do that, I'm going to be getting a slant on all the pictures. But I'm doing a high accuracy resync to get rid of that. A couple of dozen pixel pops. You see them mostly on YouTube, I suppose, up in the blue sky. But yes, those are very impressive monster trucks. Thank you for sharing. I really can't say anything about those trucks because I really don't know about that topic. But yeah, glad to see all the people here also on the live chat here on YouTube. KP4MD.
Thank you. I really can't say anything about those trucks because I really don't know about that. Yeah, glad to see all the people here also on the chat here on YouTube.
So I guess everybody else is, so I'm getting a repeat of your transmission after you're done with the original. All right, well, I guess I'll move it forward then. Let's, any other, I got a good crowd, so I'm going to call for any comments before I go to Bill, N6HA. Any more comments on this photo?
It kind of looks like a Ford, like Bigfoot monster truck.
Yeah, and I want to say the one behind it looks like a caricature of a Baja bug, monster bug, but I'm not sure. But let's see what Bill has to say about it. I'm sure it was somewhere nearby event he went with his kids. So go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, you guys got it all correct. It's a bunch of monster trucks. This last weekend we went to All-American Speedway to watch the monster truck show with me and the wife and the daughter. My daughter's 2, so she really enjoyed it. Before the show started, we actually got to go down in the pit area, and they had all the monster trucks lined up with caution tape. You get real close to them and stand next to the tire, take a photo. You can actually walk between them also. They had aisles where you could get up and close underneath the bottom side of it near, and then see from the side. But they were doing monster truck rides also. For $10, you could have rode on one of the special monster trucks they had just for for rides. They had maybe like 6 seats, 6 or 8 seats, and 5-point harnesses. You could strap yourself in, and they go around, put around a little bit, and do crawl over things. So that was pretty cool. We didn't do that. My daughter's a little too young. Maybe next year we'll try that. But it was a lot of fun. Her favorite thing was that they had a dinosaur truck. It converted into a Tyrannosaurus, and it picked up a car and ripped it in half and blew fire. So that was obviously her favorite thing. So a lot of fun, pretty cheap compared to your normal monster trucks. There was one called Identity Theft that looked like Gravedigger. So yeah, the one in front here though is called Titan. It's on a Chevy Silverado body is what's running on top of it. And I actually ran into George N6YG while I was there, so that was kind of fun. N6HA.
All right, very good. I'd be pretty impressed myself with the one ripping the vehicle in half. So that sounds like something to see. All right, very good. And like I said, I got that one good copy here. Let's go to Clay, K6SQY. We haven't heard from Clay in a while, so let's see what he's got for us this evening. Go ahead if you are ready, Clay.
All right, this is Clay, K6SQY, and sorry to say, but I don't have any planes, trains, or automobiles. So I tried to pick a picture that maybe is going to be good for the pixel pops and whatnot, but I guess we're going to find out. Let me go ahead and give it a tone first, okay?
Good tone. Thanks, Clay. I got to say, I'm really stumped on this. I will say, though, I see a preponderance of green in the pixel pop spectra. I don't know if that's what significance that is, but we're going to go to James, N6NA. I know you can't transmit, but you're welcome to comment on this picture. Go ahead if you wish, James.
This is N6NA. It's just coming onto the screen on YouTube now, and it looks kind of noisy. I think I found the right software. It seems to match what's on the YouTube side of it. I'm trying to figure out how to get it set up now. But, yeah, I can see where this gets difficult if you don't have a super clean signal. Back to net.
sometimes it's not always like our fault. From what I've learned from the other folks on the net, that we get interference from the pave pause array up at Beale. So I don't know much about that, but looks like it might have got attacked here. Let's go to Stuart. I know I saw your message, Stuart, that you should be ready for transmission next week, but of course we always welcome your comment. So go ahead and tell us what you think of this.
Say the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, the reception over in general has been great for all the images. This one was a bit of a challenge, a lot of pixel pops and difficult to see. My image closely matches what's on YouTube from Carol as well. This looks like some kind of artwork, a painting, and I like it, whatever it is. On a canvas that has like multimedia appearance to it. I don't know whether it's trying to depict something specific like a door or some kind of panel, but it's an interesting piece, and if that's what it is, that's the best I can do in 6 dBm.
I was thinking a little bit along the same lines. Are there any other comments from any would-be art aficionados we have out there?
Looks to me like a forest with some bare trees, maybe up for a forest fire. AI6DG.
Okay, thanks, Joel. Anybody else? All right, Clay, let's hear about it. This is Bill, K6KRQ, Wednesday night SSTV Net. Go ahead, Clay, and tell us about this picture and the story behind it.
All right, this is Clay, K6STY, and this is actually a photo. It's some artwork that my wife does, and this is from the Dixie Fire, and she went up and took some pictures of the forest fire carnage there, and then this is printed on tile, and also used metal print. So I'm not too keen on that. She could probably explain it better than me, obviously, but yeah, this is the kind of artwork my wife does, and the border on the outside there is our coffee table, or dining room table. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, and I really like the work she does, so wanted to show it off.
All right. You know, after you explained it, and then with Joel, what Joel said, it came to life. I can't think of any other way to put it. I'm going to give Joel like the big prize of the night for nailing that one. Very good, Joel. But that is interesting. I can see it now. So very good. Thanks for sharing that with us. That is interesting. I do see it. Very good. I'd be willing to bet the others do too. All right, that said, once again, this is Bill, K6KRQ. We're going to go to Joel, AI6DG, and see what he has for us. Go ahead, Joel.
Hang on just a moment, setting up.
Good tone.
An engine of a different type, AM PD 120.
pretty good copy here. Looks like a big project. We are going to go all the way to the top to Jim, KM6 DVT, for comment on this one.
Yeah, it looks like they just pulled the engine out. The yellow cord there is probably hooked up to a hoist on top. That's the wood hoist. They took the whole, looks like a 6-cylinder.
All right, thank you, Jim. Let's go to Ken, if he's still with us and is able to comment as he works through his gear. Ken's KF6 AGM. Are you still with us, Ken?
I am. I would have to second on that. Looks like the engine is just pulled out. There's quite a few pixel pops in that picture.
All right, very good. Any other comments?
Comment.
Go for it, Stuart.
I like the DIY cherry picker. That's really interesting. I like the way that was done. Looks like an old Honda, and obviously can't tell whether it's going in or coming out. N6NA.
All right, very good. That is kind of neat, the DIY cherry picker. I like that. Anybody else?
I hope it's a JDM swap.
Say that again.
I was saying I hope it's a JDM swap. This is Clay K6SQI.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Let's go to Joel and see what he's got going on here. Go ahead, Joel.
What is a JDM swap?
JDM swap is when you take a Japanese import motor and swap it into a Civic.
Wow, one of those engines that get imported, used engines from Japan. Okay. Nope, it's not even a Japanese-built car, though it is Japanese design. This is a Geo Metro, and that's a 3-cylinder engine I pulled out, which I finally started eating too much oil and wouldn't pass smog, so I just had to choose between scrapping it or rebuilding the engine. So I spent way more money than what the car is worth and had the engine rebuilt. And this is me pulling it. The yellow is the webbing material that I used to connect between the hook at the end of the winch line and the eyelets on the engine block and transmission. It was way longer, so the extra I had going off to the left. You might also notice on the left, on top of the step ladder, a battery. That battery is the power for the winch that's up at the cross piece that you can't see. I've been going through pictures from the removal because the rebuilt engine is now back, and I've been adding all the bits and pieces back onto it and getting ready to put the engine back in. So I need to refresh my memory of by going through all the pictures of where all the parts go, especially where all the nuts and bolts go. When I start getting to the intake manifold, once it's back into the car, that'll be where it gets really interesting, because that's where all the electrical and various hoses going various places is. Wish me luck. AI6TG, back to net.
Thanks, Joel. I don't know if this is along the lines of wishing you luck, but saying that it's interesting looks like an understatement. Looks like quite a project. So good luck on that one. All right, we're going to go to Carol, KP4MD, who is our YouTube moderator also, and see if she's got something for us that she would like to share. If you're ready, you may go ahead, Carol.
Okay, thank you. This is going to be PD120.
Carol. Interesting phenomenon. I think that happened last week too, but I did get a full picture before it started to repeat itself. So I got a good one. You can see it on your history. I'm sure you guys know that. We're going to go to Bob, N6PGQ, for first comment on this one. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, I too had to go back to history because it restarted again. But it looks like a patch and jamboree on the air, JOTA, Scouting America. Carol participated in the jamboree on the air last Saturday, and I'll be interested to hear her take on the activity. Quality of the picture was good, not too many pixel pops, and I don't know what JOTI stands for, but that's on the right side. And we have the Scouting logo and nice purple and good quality. N6PGQ.
All right, thanks, Bob. I think I'm pretty sure I know what the I in parentheses is, but we're going to go to Bill, N6HA, for next comment on this. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, the JOTA event, we were there Sunday helping out the Boy Scouts, or I guess Cub Scouts, with their event, making contacts. I won't steal too much of Carol's thunder, but I think it was a pretty successful event for what we had going on, and look forward to next year maybe helping out again. So it was fun. N6HA.
All right, Bill, very good. Thank you. Anybody else? All right, so I got this one pretty good. Some pixel pops. I can tell it's an embroidered patch. I think the I is international, but that's all I'll say about that. I, too, am interested to see what kind of turnout, participation, and enthusiasm you got at the event, Carol. So go ahead and tell us about your photo and the event.
Yeah, okay, this is KP4MD. Very good. Yeah, like I say, I'm using a new computer this is a B-Link computer, a brand new one that I just received last weekend, and I've been configuring it. And as I was sending out the picture, it was not getting decoded at the same time because I realized that I had not turned on the loopback feature in the SSTV that decodes the same picture you're sending out. So I finally got that turned on, and I heard the same thing. I heard a signal after I finished transmitting. I heard like the last 10 or 15 seconds of my transmission being transmitted by somebody else. I suspect what's happening is somebody is using the same computer for transmitting through their transmitter, and they're also watching YouTube on there. And the YouTube audio, which has that delay, is keying up their transmitter, and that's what's happening, because I very carefully watched my transmitter, and when that stuff was on the repeater, I was not transmitting at all. Somebody else was doing it. So yeah, we had about 20 scouts all together on Sunday morning, and and a lot of parents too. So it was a beautiful day for it. I did two activities there. I did some Morse code practice with the kids, and they all went through it. They absolutely loved it. And then we did a fox hunt with a little surplus transmitter, crystal control 2-meter transmitter, and hid it behind a tree, and had some Baofeng handy talkies, and the kids had a blast locating it, and we've taught them the trick on how to use their body to act as a attenuator, so they can get a directional idea of where the signal was coming from. So we were able to do that without any special directional antennas. So back to you there, Net Control. And yeah, when I stop transmitting, you're probably going to hear my voice come back for another 10 seconds or so, if that's still going on. It's KP for MD.
Question.
Go ahead, Stuart.
Yeah, well, question and a comment. Question, my understanding was JOTI is Jamboree on the Internet. And secondly, I've heard that, Carol, I heard your retransmission on your last transmission that you just did as well. That's at N6TVM.
I did not hear a retransmission on this end. All right. Well, so Carol, is that it? Is Jamboree on the internet, or is it Jamboree International?
Oh yeah, that is Jamboree on the internet, and they started doing that a few years ago. You know, Jamboree on the air is the historical one that has been going on for many years. But in order to extend the activity to scout groups that didn't have the access to a radio, and since everybody had internet, they were able to communicate with other scouts using voice chat over internet. So that's what they're doing as well. Back over to you, KP for MD.
All right, very good, and very good, Stuart, for the internet clarification. All right, this is Bill K6KRQ. Okay, so normally James N7ZFI would be next up, but I think he's still learning the ropes, as it were. Just for to be so you're sure, you know, we use SSTV, Mike Sierra TV software for our transmissions. So I'm curious to see if that's what you have downloaded.
Yes, it is. I've got it installed, and I'm trying to figure out how to configure it with this radio. So far, no luck, but I'll get there. But I think I have the right software. Just trying to figure out how to get it plugged in now.
What kind of radio are you using?
See, I'm using a Yaesu. It's an FTM 150, just a dual band radio. So I'm sure there's an audio out in the back. I just have to find the right jacks for it and all that.
All right, very good. I was hoping you were going to say 991A is what you had, because and Bill will remember this. I went through like an ordeal, I'll say, configuring mine, but I documented it. So if you would have had like the same radio, I would have sent it to you. But stay with it, and if you got any questions, just let us know.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I even have the source code, so you know, it's just one step at a time, and I'll get it figured out. Hopefully by next week I'll be ready to do this.
All right, it's good to have you nevertheless, so stay with it. Of course, so next would be Stuart, N6DVM, but he's still getting his stuff together. But like I said, we're glad to have Stuart and anybody else along that to watch and make comments. And by the way, Carol, I was watching YouTube. I use it on the same computer, and I've never had any problems before, but I turned it off when I saw your text there, just in case it was sourcing from here. So I don't have YouTube up anymore. So anyway, that brings me to the end of the list, which means I'm going to get a turn. So I will stay with the plane, trains, and automobiles, but I will send this Robot 36 in the interest of expediency. So give me like 2 seconds, and here it comes. Right, man, that sure is quick compared to PD-120. I've seen George's showed me when he sends the black and white ones. Those really go at like light speed. But anyway, since it's late in the net, I'm just going to open this up to anybody that wants to comment on it. And even if they got it, I'm sure it transmitted because I listened on my handy-talkie. But anybody got any comments? I'd like to hear it. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Jim. This is an SR-71 NASA. It looks like it's in the Smithsonian.
You're kind of right in one respect. Anybody else?
F6ATM, kind of looks like it's a museum. I think it looks like it's Space Museum. Might be Smithsonian. I don't know.
All right, you guys are right on the Smithsonian's part, but let's see if anybody knows what the aircraft is in the foreground.
I'll comment.
Go ahead, Stuart.
I'm going to also guess that's the Air and Space Museum. Is that a Blackbird? And real quick on the last transmission, regarding the radio, the Yaesu FTM 150, I have that radio and I've used it for SSTV. So, not an expert, but if you have any questions and wanting to get it set up, I use a digi-rig for it. Please shoot a question my way. Happy to help you. N6NA.
Thanks for that, Stuart. Did you get that, James? N7ZFI?
QSL, I copy November 6th, Delta Bravo Mike, Stewart. Yeah, so I think I'll try to raise you on the other repeater if this doesn't go well, but we'll definitely give it a shot for next week.
All right, very good. All right, one more chance. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me what this is. It's not a Blackbird.
One before the Blackbird. 20, is that 21 or 23?
What was that plane that was the first one to break the sound barrier? It kind of looks like that.
XB-71.
X-37.
All right. Wow, I actually stumped some people. This is the X-15. There's lots of stuff on YouTube about the X-15 program. Very interesting. Neil Armstrong was one of the pilots in it, and it set altitude records more than anything else. So that is a real one, as far as I understand it, in the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. So I took that from up on the second level. I forget what that plane is on the behind it. It's another kind of early jet, but this was the X-15, and the program's really interesting. I really recommend you watch the videos on them. They're pretty quick, but the story, I think there's even a movie about it, and focusing on one of the pilots, Scott Crossfield, I think. I forget who plays him, but anyway, that's the story on that one. So, that being said, are there any more comments, questions, or burning desires before I close out the net?
Is this the museum on National Mall where they also have the Wright Flyer, or is this the museum out at the airport where they've got the shuttle and Enola Gay and all the other big planes?
You're right. First guess there, Joel. It's on the one on the National Mall, and that's the window looking out is toward the National Mall. So you're right. That's exactly where it was. I don't know about the one at the airport, but I guess that's where they got the shuttle one, like you said. Okay. Anybody else?
If you're ever in D.C. and have a chance, go to both of them, but by far the better museum is the one out at the airport. It's far larger and mind-boggling.
Oh, that's a hot tip. We didn't check that out when we went there. My son lives back there. He works for the senator from Delaware. So next time we go out there to see him, we'll check that out. But thanks for that. All right, then. I want to thank all the who participated in tonight's SSTV Net, and I appreciate all the new and returning participants. We hope to have you again. This was a pretty good one tonight. Got good participation. So we will hope to see you again next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Pacific time. The net is officially closed at 10:09 p.m. Pacific time. This is Bill, K6KRQ, wishing all of you a good evening. 73.
Stephen F. Advar Hazy Center. That's the one at the airport. ES6TG.
So that's out at Ronald Reagan. I think that's the closest one, not Dulles. That's at the Ronald Reagan International Airport.
Let's see here. Annex of the Smithsonian Institution's National Air and Space Museum located at Dulles International Airport in Chantilly.